This is just a very quick example that we'll use to introduce the FPGA and how to develop a small project to implement on an FPGA. Here we'll be using a half adder example. So basically what we want to do is develop the logic necessary to add two binary digits together. We'll have two outputs in this small model, a carry out bit and a sum bit. This is unlike the full adder that you've studied, where we actually have two input bits and a possible carry-in bit. This is known as a half adder because it only has the two input bits. Basically, so as I mentioned, we'll have two inputs, A and B we'll call them, two output bits, the C out and the sum. We can go ahead and look at the truth table for this small model. So we've covered every possible combination here for the input variables A and B. So when they're both 0, we're going to produce a 0 for the C out output variable and a 0 for the sum variable. All the way down the table, so anytime just one of the input bits is in a high level state, we'll get a sum bit. And if we consider that both input bits are in their high state, we should have a sum of 0 and a carry out of 1. Just by examination, looking at the C out column and the sum column, we can put together some logic expressions where the C out will be the AND function between the input variables A and B, and the sum output variable looks like it'll be the exclusive OR of the input variables A and B. So if I were to put this together, maybe in some software, maybe multisim, that's how my schematic would look. So I've got my two input variables. I've got my AND gate producing the C out. And I've also got my input variables A and B going to an exclusive OR gate producing the sum. So we'll now move into the Quartus 2 with the FPGA. And there's a lot of steps we have to do there. We'll be using the new project wizard. Under there, we'll be introducing a new file. It's going to be a block diagram or schematic file. You'll see all these on the accompanying videos. We'll go ahead and put a couple input pins in, a couple output pins. We'll place our two logic gates, an AND gate and exclusive OR gate. And we'll wire up our model, much like the schematic above here. We'll compile it. We'll make our pin assignments. We'll compile again. And then we'll program the device and actually test it. So you'll see all those steps on a couple other videos that I've prepared for you.